Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you have not seen my channel before, my name is Gabriela Pino and this is my lifestyle vlog. I vlog about everything from makeup to skincare to new clothing items, new items that I've bought in for my household, life issues, everything, you name it. And I love to give reviews. That's my number one thing. I'm very particular, and no matter what I do, and you can ask my friends, I always look at reviews. Nail place, restaurant, I won't even go if I don't look at reviews, especially after my microblading nightmare procedure, which you can see in my vlogs, but that's another story. Today, I want to talk to you guys about 30 facts about me. So I realize that probably most of you, besides my friends and family that follow me, have no idea who I am. So I'm just gonna say a few different facts about me and little questions that some followers found me on Instagram wanted to know. I'm not that active on Instagram. I do post on my stories a lot, but I feel like I don't really post many photos, but I do want to change that this year. And I've taken this time during the quarantine to really get as many vlogs out as possible. So I decided, what haven't I done yet? And the biggest thing I haven't done is pretty much introduce myself to my subscribers. I know I don't have that many, but those of you who want to know, I'm happy you're listening. And if you have not subscribed to my vlog, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and hit that bell for notifications so you can get notified when I release a new vlog. Let's get started. So the first question about me that I got is, am I from New York City? No, I am not from New York City. I was born in Miami, Florida. Born and raised. I lived in Miami for 19 years and then I moved to New York. So I've been here for about 5, almost 6 years now. Of course, I still fly back and forth. My entire family is there. My grandpa, my grandma, my parents, my sister, cousins, everyone. I am a second generation Cuban American. A lot of Cubans live in Miami because they migrated from Cuba to Miami long ago. My mom was born in Miami and my father was born in Puerto Rico, but it was by accident. It's a long story, but he's Cuban American. And he's a citizen. So my grandparents were the ones who were born in Cuba. They came to Mexico first because there was either a flight out of there to Spain or there was a flight out of there to Mexico City. So it just so happens that my grandparents got their flight to Mexico. They got married in Cuba, then they got married in Mexico, then they got married in the United States in Miami. So they had 3 weddings. And that was pretty interesting for me to hear because I do love history and I love knowing about my culture and where I'm from. I think it just makes up who I am and obviously the culture that I'm from, what I like to eat and all those things like that. I moved here almost 6 years ago now. I transferred from FIU, Florida International University, which is obviously located in Miami, to NYU because that was my original dream school. And I think that I pretty much stayed in Miami for probably more of a relationship, which I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have based my life goals and everything like that in a relationship. But then I came to my senses and I applied to NYU, my dream school, and I got in. I studied international business. I just graduated from my master's degree from NYU as well. I got a master's in real estate development from NYU's Schack Institute of Real Estate. The reason that I studied real estate development is because it runs in my family. My dad has his own real estate development company. My grandfather's into real estate. So we're really just a whole real estate family. My mom is a real estate lawyer. So it's just something that I grew up around. So I'm an entrepreneur and I really love real estate development. All of my experience has been in real estate. I've also done rentals, sales, and of course development, which is the part that I love, but everything about development that I know will be another vlog. So I graduated, let's see, December. Because of the coronavirus, I won't be able to graduate in May, like walk the ceremony or go to the Yankee Stadium, because that's where NYU holds their graduation. I think they're gonna do a virtual graduation, but I don't know how that works, so we'll see how that goes. And now I'm kind of just working on my company that I founded with my father. It is called EcoPod. Well, the company's name is Environmental Solutions Group. But we created a refill station which reduces the use of single-use plastic. So basically, you take products like laundry, shampoo, conditioner, body wash to this machine and you refill your bottles. I have that information about EcoPod in another vlog, so you guys can check that out. So I've just been working on EcoPod a lot and our partnership with Unilever. We are dispensing Love Beauty and Planet products, so I've been working a lot on that. I've been working on my YouTube vlogs. I decided I really want to focus on this because I've been so busy with EcoPod, and also I've kind of been job searching in the real estate development field. I want to get more experience before I kind of join in with my dad to his real estate development company. I really want to be prepared to develop projects and just get, field experience, because I think it's a lot different than school experience, from the books to the streets. What are my future plans? My future plans are to hopefully join in with my dad and kind of do developments for residential, multifamily, luxury high-rises, and potentially hotels as well, because that's something that really interests me. Second is that I really hope to expand our EcoPod refill stations and have either more partnerships or open our own stores. I would really love to be able to help the environment more, and I feel that since not a lot of people know about us and what we do and our mission, it's really hard to gain that traction. But we do have a lot of companies, which I wish I could disclose, that have reached out, so we're glad about that. But what the future holds with that is really unknown. And I just hope that we get to make a difference in this world and, let people know how important climate change is, and that, this whole coronavirus is one thing, but when it's over, it's not really over. We have climate change looming, and I think that we really have to do something about it, because it will be even worse than coronavirus. What do I like to do for fun? Well, I love working out. For some time, as you guys may have seen in my previous video, I kind of lost my athleticism. I stopped going to the gym. I was going out a lot here in New York because, everything was so new to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, so many clubs, shopping, everything. So I work out almost every day. Now, of course, I skip a few days sometimes. I have cheat days when I really shouldn't. So I love working out. I love cardio. I love dancing so much. I love dance classes. I like spinning, Soul Cycle. I like yoga, surprisingly, even though it's kind of slow. I usually like fast-paced things like cardio and things like that. I like vlogging. I like shopping. I like makeup. I like to take pictures actually and edit them, kind of pictures of scenery everywhere that I travel. I keep collections of that. I love traveling. I think it's really important for me to see the world before, I get older, because I feel like many people don't take the time to kind of look at their surroundings and explore. And I think I'm blessed to be able to do that. I've traveled to several countries and I have a whole bucket list. So I love doing that with friends and family too, but I like kind of, to be honest, with friends more because me and my family are a little complicated. I like music, but I don't make music. I used to sing in a choir in elementary. I don't know if that counts. I know how to play some piano. I probably lost some of that memory of that, but whatever. Do I have dogs? Do I have pets? what type and do I like them. So I have 2 Australian Shepherds. It's an interesting story. So my first Aussie, I got him here in New York, from upstate New York, from Lotta Spots Ranch. He is just so cute. I mean, I named him King. He's a red merle Australian Shepherd. He was with me for a while, but because he's a regular standard Aussie, they get really big, and I realized that he needs space to run and play, and they need a lot of exercise. So if you look online, their environment is better with a house and a fence. So I took him to Miami. I had him for a couple months here, and I realized it's just not fair to him, and he's growing and he needs space. I love him so much, and I had to take him home, but I still see him. And then my family got Cora, who's the blue merle Aussie, so they're like brother and sister, and they're always together. They each have their different personalities. I love them so much. King like makes me feel so happy, and you know, I was with him since he was such a little baby. I even used to put little diapers on him. I swear, he was like a little doll. He looks like a teddy bear when he was little, and he behaves so well. He does exactly what you say. He's very obedient. I love him, and he makes me feel better inside. So let's see, another fact about me is that I'm not girly in my fashion style. Sometimes I can be girly. I like to be professional sometimes. I always think about, you know, that I have to kind of be a little bit professional in all of my clothing, and I'm not really one to be like in my PJs or hangout outfits. And you know, I see a lot of vloggers wearing like all these chill clothes and they look so good in it, but for me, I like wearing a little bit professional clothing and have some like, I don't know, a nice posture. But you don't have to wear professional clothing to look good. But just for me, I like to be a little bit professional, a little bit girly. I like to be taken seriously. Of course, when I go out, I dress really fun. I like tight clothing. I have so many different styles. And of course, when I work out, I'm wearing my cute leggings, things like that. Sometimes I love sneakers too. So sometimes I dress sporty, a little bit girly, mostly professional. I try to look very put together usually. I'm not one to be like, yeah, let me just throw on whatever. I don't put on makeup every single day. I really try to keep my skin clear, and kind of let it relax without makeup, if that makes sense. Another fact is that my style of like home decor is definitely a mix of modern, glam, and sometimes a little bit boho, and I think together that is a really good combination. But more than anything, like I love marble, white, glass, just kind of like very clean cut furniture, anything white, you know, maybe pink flowers. So all of that, I love it. I think I prefer New York living to Miami. Of course, I lived in Miami my whole life, and I have, you know, my whole life there basically, and I think I like city living more. And of course, Miami has its city life type of thing, but I think New York is like the definition of city. So I like high rises, I like apartments, because it's just so much easier. In Miami, you have to maintain, you know, your landscaping. Of course, they have apartments in Brickell, and I'm sure it's the same as here, you know. Another fact about me is that I kind of like nature, but I don't really like nature. It depends, like if I'm traveling and we're doing kind of an activity, for example, where we have to go hiking or, you know, see some pretty trees or a famous park, then yeah, 100% I like nature in that aspect. But as far as like, you know, hiking on a regular basis or riding horses, that's not for me. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always looking for new opportunities. On the side, I tutor students, adults, like professionals, in English subjects. So I'll put my link in the description to my tutoring bio. I help people with their essays, pretty much everything having to do with English and language arts. That's my forte, so I do that on the side. Am I moving back to Miami? That is kind of, I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a while, to be honest. Before I was like, no way, I love New York, my freedom, I have all my friends, blah, blah, blah. I can do whatever the hell I want. But now I'm like, you know, my whole family is there. I have been here quite a long time, but I also love just being able to go outside, walk around, like the whole vibe. There's so many cultures, so many different people. Most of my friends are from different countries, and I feel like in Miami it's mostly like a Hispanic community, which is totally fine. Like, I'm Cuban, so I don't discriminate, but I feel like I, came here for a reason, which is to learn about different cultures, to study and to work and get some experience, which I have been getting work experience. As I mentioned, I've been a real estate agent. I still have my license. So I've done rentals. I worked for Douglas Elliman, Rose Associates. In Miami, I worked for Related Companies, which is one of the top development firms in the nation. And I've also worked for my dad's company for a little while and at another place called Cervera Real Estate. And I was also an investment banking, private wealth management intern for a little while. I had to do that in order to complete my undergraduate degree. It's like considered a capstone. You could either take a class or get on-field experience. So I decided to do that. And me and one of my good friends found them on LinkedIn, I believe it was. So we had interviews and we were hired. So that was pretty cool. It was for college credit. So yeah, so now I'm in the process of trying to find another job, not because I have to, just because I want that experience and I want to be able to one day say, like, I know how to do a project from the beginning to the end, and I know I studied it, but it's different when you get out there, you get on the field. And yes, I've had experience. Yes, I've been in projects under construction. Yes, I've done closing coordinations, but it's different when you're doing something by yourself and family members aren't around and things like that. So I want to do that for me. Try it out for a little while and see how I like, that job, and then potentially move back to Miami. I, of course, miss my family, my beautiful Aussies, my grandma. I love her so much. She's my favorite family member. Sorry, guys. I love her. She's my abuelita, Tanya. And she's always been there for me. I would consider her a best friend, a role model, and just someone that has been so close to me since I was little, and our bond is like no other. I would do anything for her. I love her so much. She gets me. We're so similar. We have so many Geminis in the family, but me and her Geminis, we're like on the same wavelength. We think the same, we act the same, we have attitude. She's really funny, and like, I called her the other day. We were doing like a 5-person FaceTime because, as I said, we're in social distancing. And she's like, ay, chica, yo estaba mirando una novela. ¿Por qué me están molestando? I was like, tough love. She's like, why are you bothering me? I'm watching a soap opera. I was laughing so hard. And then she was like, she had the camera like right here, and she's like, why are you bothering me? It's like, oh my God, that is so me. Let's talk about actors. I think one of my favorite actors is Robert Pattinson. I don't know why. I think ever since Twilight, he's just, I don't know, he's a good actor. An actress is the Australian actress, forgot her name, but she was in, was she in Birds of Prey? I just watched it. Suicide Squad, Bombshell, Wolf of Wall Street. Oh my God, she was amazing in that. I gotta figure this out, hold on. Okay, I looked it up. Margot Robbie, that's her name. I love her. I think she's such a good actress. She can literally play any role, but the first time I heard of her was in Wolf of Wall Street, which I love that movie. Heath Ledger, but he already passed away, poor guy. And who are my favorite singers? My first favorite singer ever was Britney. I still love her. I listen to her music from time to time. Now I feel like I have a lot of favorite singers. I like Dua Lipa, Halsey. Halsey's number one. Sorry, I almost forgot. I always listen to her music. I like different genres of music, so I have a lot of favorite like rappers and shit like that. Of course, I love fucking Drake and Future and Quavo, DaBaby, Pop Smoke, but he just passed away. Rest in peace. I guess social media celebrities, Kylie Jenner. Yes, I love her. I like Stas, her best friend, Kim. I like Courtney more recently. She's really natural and she has Poosh. So I look at Poosh a lot because she has natural recipes, and since I've been changing my diet to a more plant-based and just kind of a pescatarian diet, she has amazing smoothie recipes, pancakes, lasagna, everything you name it that are very plant-based. She has like a banana smoothie, avocado smoothie that I really wanted to try. Yeah, I like them a lot. And then I think Chloe is my least favorite, and Kendall, but whatever.